Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot from here. Hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 11th of December 2024. Apologies, I am still on the mend, so I will try not to cough or anything like that during this video, but let's go ahead and get started, see what's happening for you for today. And we have a new tapestry on the table. I hope you like it. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. All your cards are on the table. There's actually quite a few, but we only have one Ace, 3 Major Arcana. No synchronicities that I have noticed, so pretty straightforward in that arena. Now, the best part of your day, we start off with the King of Wands in the reverse, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay. So when frustration rears its head, when negative energies and emotions, frustration either from you, from other people, rears its ugly head, you know, when tempers flare, this is the best thing we can do for ourselves is actually to step back, to put distance between us and them, or us and the problem, you know, detach. This is the gift that we can give ourselves while emotions are running high, running rampant, spiraling in a negative direction. And I think it's funny because the new tapestry on the table is actually a water theme meditation tapestry. So, yes. Tempers and temper tantrums. Emotions may flare, whether it's you or somebody else, and it's best to ground your emotions or detach from that energy of emotion and recenter your own emotions in something a bit more positive. That's the gift you can give yourself today. Okay, to be level-headed, to be more stable in the emotional arena. I kind of like how this new tapestry is pairing. So, now, worst part of your day. We have Strength, Page of Cups, Temperance, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Alrighty. So yeah, you're going to probably find it difficult, either with yourself or those that are around you in your environment, to keep moving forward with a positive attitude while you're working, while you're carrying on, you're doing what you need to do. Because unfortunately, outside influences or internal influences are going to have an effect enough that it's going to be difficult, despite the effort that you're putting in, to yield the results that you're wanting. And it's not that you don't have the initiative, the urge to do this. No, it just means that maintaining a positive vibration while it all kind of falls apart a little bit is going to be rather difficult for you. So whether that's you getting curveballs, you know, people calling out to work, the holiday mess that happens every year. Because let's face it, if you've ever worked in retail, you know that everything could be going smooth, everything could be going fine, it's not stressful, and then you have that one customer that comes up, they're frazzled, they're angry, you're not moving fast enough, etc. And all that positivity goes right out the window. So despite your best efforts to bend over backwards and make it a positive experience for that person, it's just impossible. You can't meet their expectations. You can't turn that around to make things, all hunky-dory. Instead, it has a tendency to bring you down as well. So there is a little bit of an energy in this reading of others being the source of the conflict, the frustration, and your energy and mental and emotional attitude going downhill. They've created a recipe for you to kind of spiral, hence the need to detach a little bit, to remain grounded, level-headed, making sure your own emotions are nothing but yours and not everyone else's. And as an empath, we do say observe, don't absorb. So don't be like a sponge and absorb all the toxicity around you. Try to make sure that you have your own little bubble where no one can get to you if you can. And because it's holiday season, I recommend trying to do that throughout the whole entire holiday season. That's easier said than done. So I wish you luck on that, especially with so many placements still in retrograde right now. Because let's face it, we have things like Mercury in retrograde. So there's this little chaotic recipe of retrograde energy that's going to mess with you a little bit. And this seems to be one of those days where that kind of is the highlighted energy. And it makes it rather difficult for you to move forward or show up and move forward in the correct way. Okay, so we're probably all going to struggle with this on some level or variant degree for today. Whether or not that is a very extreme measure or a light measure is also going to depend on all of the retrograde energies, the signs they're in your own placements in your natal chart. Now, your obstacle, or how to get over your obstacle, we have the World. The Two of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Page of Wands. And the King of Swords. Yeah, it's holiday season. You have a lot on your plate. A lot of us do. A lot of things going on. We're busy at work. We're having to do family stuff. We're trying to get everything organized. We're trying to get everything done. Everyone's got a million plates spinning. We have extra workload. It's a stressful time. And it may not be the best situation for us to get everything done. So try not to beat ourselves up for the things that we don't get done. Don't be surprised if things don't always pan out the way we planned. And it's not that you don't lack the initiative or the urge to actually try to tackle all of it. No, you have the knowledge, you have the idea, you've got a good viewpoint on trying to do this. However, it doesn't mean that the environment and the energies are going to assist at this time for you to do that. So do what you can, where you can. Don't beat yourself up for the things that don't get done. We're all rushing around this time of year. We've all got a big long list. You're not going to accomplish everything. You're so not going to accomplish everything. So try to maintain your own vibration. Don't burn yourself out. Be honest with yourself. Be aware that you're not going to get everything done. Acknowledge that. That will actually help you to maintain your equilibrium as we go through. Remember, be in that centered little emotional bubble. Observe, don't absorb. Have the foresight to realize you're not going to get everything done. You can't make everyone happy. Things are chaotic. Weird things are going to happen. New things are going to crop up. Try to do the best you can with what you start to tackle. And try to stick with whatever you tackle. Perhaps maybe one at a time. We've all got lots on our plates, and not everyone is the greatest at multitasking. So don't bite off more than you can chew at any given time. Don't compound the problem, especially if you do run into people who have the tendency to bring you down, interfere, disrupt, be toxic, etc. We're all having to go out through the public to do things like Christmas shopping, prep for the end of the year. There's high volumes of crowd. We're bumping into people. We're in other people's personal space. And you might have somebody try to get in your face about something, big or small. Reminder, just be the bigger person. Use your higher self on that one. Like I said, create that bubble around yourself, that protective bubble of serenity, of peace, of harmony, of that emotional equilibrium. That way you can think straight, you can think clearly, and hopefully be able to tackle what you need to, because you're still holding on to that spark, that initiative that got you started without being disrupted by someone else or a situation or something new being thrown into the mix that doesn't involve other people, that might have you spiraling downward and disrupt your environment and what the task at hand was. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I can tell you this will be an interesting day for me. As for many of us. Now, I did add up all your cards. Everything here adds up to 84, which in my numerology chart reduced equals 3, which is people grouped together for positive movement forward, but it also is a gift. And I mentioned that in the best part of your day. Sometimes detaching when things go sideways is a gift you can give yourself. Give yourself space to breathe, think. In this case, create that bubble around yourself where you are grounded emotionally, especially, that peace and harmony space. So you can be unbothered by the things around you, the people around you, the circumstances around you that might actually feed into a negative spiral. Okay. Remember, don't be a sponge. Now, for those of you that like the astrology, we have the moon entering Taurus. So, yes, this is where we work on improving our own confidence. Funny enough, we have the strength card here in the worst part of our day. We might struggle with that, maintaining our persistence and our confidence. But anyway, this placement does help you feel more centered and secure, which is exactly what we've been discussing this entire time with this new tapestry, which is very poignant, to remain in that bubble of centered groundedness when it comes to especially our emotional stability. Now, the moon in Taurus also squares Mars in Leo. So, yes, something can definitely frustrate you or get underneath your skin, and you may actually have to take a step back and blow off a little bit of steam. Hence why this is your gift, being able to detach, to restabilize, to be centered and grounded enough to be unbothered. And that said, by detaching, you might actually have to blow off a little steam. You might have to let something go or transmute that negative spiral if you've entered into it. That way, it doesn't blow up in your face or somebody else's face. In other words, to remain unbothered rather than feeding into that spiral and having it be a big confrontation. For example, if you're in a crowd, yes, everyone's shopping. Aisles are not wide enough for things to get through. There's extra displays around for the holidays, etc. And if you're not a people person, or if crowds bother you, the last thing you need to do is scream in somebody's face because they accidentally bumped into you because there's literally no space in the aisle you're walking down. I mean, it happens. As much as it kind of sucks to be bumped into, it's not necessarily that other person intentionally meant you harm. So to explode at them because it's just too much and too overwhelming for you, is not you being in that safe, secure bubble. It's you absorbing everything and letting that negative spiral take over to where you lash out. And that's what we're trying to avoid for today. We are trying to, as we go about our day, to remain balanced, secure, while we juggle everything that shows up in our world. Okay. So yes, I highly suggest finding where your bubble is. Not just personal space, but that secure bubble, that peace and harmony bubble. I don't know which other way to put that other than a bubble. That's all that's showing up for me as. If you got a better verbiage to use for that, by all means, let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, find your bubble. Be in your bubble. Enjoy your bubble. We'll call it your happiness bubble. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm going to stop babbling and leave this here for you. If it resonates, please give me a thumbs up. If it does not, no worries. This is a general reading after all, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.